Yeah, I gave everybody credit in the locker room because I really felt that the response in the last few days after the Seattle game, um, coaching staff with some video, and then making sure guys understand things that we're still doing well, things we have to improve on. But in a short turnaround, you could see already yesterday that there was a really good way about the group, a good focus, a good sense of just continuing to play our football and not being phased. We were excited to play night game in Bank of California. The field was in great shape. So that part of it, excellent. Quick comments. I think it's really important for Pablo. You know, when he played a couple games in Orlando, and then we made the decision for Kenneth to go back in. We talked to Pablo to make sure that now the next time chances came, that what we needed is a little bit more presence and a little bit more personality and command. And I think we saw a lot of that. I was disappointed that as a team we slipped at the end because it's a night that it's important still to get a shutout. Also, Latif at right back tonight really took responsibility to not only pick moments to go forward, but to play right back in a disciplined way and make all the right plays defensively. So for me, that was great to see. And then Sifu continues to make progress, gets his first goal, shows some really good ability. So excellent there. Good work by the front three. All in all, a good win for us.
Thanks, Bob. First question, we're going to go to Max Bretos. Max, please unmute yourself.
Hey, Bob, good evening. It was great to see you guys play under the lights there at Bank of California Stadium. I wanted to ask about Tristan and his play at central defense. How did you see it? There was a couple times in the first half where he made some deep runs into the attack. Is that something he's got the green light to do? And how did you overall see his performance in that position?
Yeah, very happy with Tristan. We talked to him, and we've felt throughout the year that the idea was to move him more consistently to center back. And the way things have gone so far, he played more right back. I mean, part of it is that Dan really started this season in really good form, and it's taken us a while to get Andy Nahar going at the level that we know he can play. And so we had different things that meant that this move of Tristan to center back just didn't happen as consistently as we wanted. But it was important that we got him there in this match. I think his qualities, he's more comfortable there. He's, the part as a right back where the going forward and the responsibilities on that end, sometimes I think that's not his most natural thing. So very pleased with the way he played. As you know, San Jose plays in a tight man-to-man system. And so oftentimes they have a free man at the back, and your center backs, as you start to play, have a chance when there's space to carry the ball forward. And it's an important part of playing against a team that plays in a tight man-to-man system. And so that doesn't happen every game, but Tristan took responsibility in those moments, moved the ball up the field, and made some good plays. For the match with the Galaxy?
Right.
Yeah, that's we talked about it in the locker room. Obviously, it always means a lot. It's so much. It has so much importance to our fans. I was very clear after the match last week that I just didn't think we were ourselves, didn't play with enough intensity. Galaxy's on a little bit of a good run, so we look forward to going to their stadium and being at our best and really having the right kind of mentality to win a big match.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question, Damian Calhoun. Damian, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hey, Bob, the last three times you played San Jose, you guys have put, 14 goals on them. What do you attribute that to? Have you guys solved their man marking?
No, I mean, it's a unique challenge. San Jose always plays with intensity. Matthias Almeida's teams are always competing and they understand the system. We have some dangerous attackers, and so when teams play tight man-to-man, the ability to create openings and get guys on the move is something that our guys enjoy. And we've been able to have some good matches, but we have great respect for what they're all about as a team, and we always enjoy the matches with them. It's a different kind of challenge because of the way they play. Everyone knows that Matthias Almeida picks up a lot of ideas from Bielsa, and so this type of football still can be so effective. It's still very dangerous going forward, and in our league, I think it's when you talk about teams with different identities and different playing styles, I think San Jose has been able to do that, and we always know that it'll be a really, really good test.
Thank you. Next question, Andy Diosa. Andy, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hey, Bob. Along the same line as Max's question, a little bit just speaking about defense. Obviously, you touched on the fact that you guys want to be more concrete back there and not let up as many goals. I saw you having a bit of a combo with Eddie Segura after the game. Anything in particular that stood out from you, from him as an individual or them as a collective unit, or is this just kind of, post-match, just things that you wanted to touch on?
No, we're trying to get more leadership in the defense. Eddie's a really good player, but not one that always talks enough. Tristan, we're always asking for more personality. Tristan has real ability to take a bigger role and have a bigger presence. And I started talking to those guys at about 75 minutes to stay on everyone in front of them and make sure the concentration was good and not give up any goals tonight. And I wanted them to know that as good as the game was, late in the game, we got carried away. We lost our instead of maybe keeping the ball, we try a pass that doesn't make much sense, and we get caught a little bit. Tristan could have possibly cut off the cross, but it's that lapse that we are still trying to work on. We're many ways still a young team, and I think everyone knows that in our good moments there's some really exciting football, but there's also got to be moments where we understand situations better, make better decisions, and get a mentality that eliminates some of the mistakes that have cost us so far this year. Sifu has great ability, and now it's just being more aware of situations on the field, being a little bit more consistent with his intensity. He still has some moments where he's very strong physically, reacts very, very quickly to situations, but other moments where now the intensity drops. His passing, his receiving is good. Sometimes, again, his awareness of what's going on around him and a little bit more consistency of just his effort throughout the match.